guys.
Hey.
Welcome back to Home Values with Kelly and Marisha. We've been off a couple of weeks, but we're back in full effect. We're even coordinated. Shout out to John Witherspoon. May you rest in peace. We coordinated today. Didn't even know it. But today's topic is, how big is it really? Now, what were you thinking? Today we're talking about space and how to best utilize your space. We're going to start today here in Kelly's bedroom. You know, a lot of times when you walk into a space, when you're buying a home, it's vacant. You have no idea where you could put your couch, where you could put the bed, if it actually fits, or even if it's staged. I think most times when it is staged, it gives you a better idea.
Yeah, so you can see how to better place things.
Yeah, but today we're going to start from scratch. Well, not really from scratch. We are going to take measurements of this bedroom, and Kelly's going to do her thing and talk about how we're going to stage it and get the best use of your space.
So stay tuned. And if these are the type of videos that you like to see, don't forget to click that subscribe button.
Yep.
And make sure that you share this video with your friends and your families. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will never miss an upload from us. Stay tuned.
The first thing we're going to do is measure the dimensions of the room, the length and the width. You can use a standard tape measure or you can use a digital one like the one that I have. What we found is the room is 13 feet by 13 feet. Now Kelly is going to take over and give you her design tips.
So I just want to come tell you all about the experience I had when we came to view our home for the first time. And for those that don't know, we're actually in a townhome, which I absolutely love. When we came here, I saw the outside of the house and I instantly fell in love with it. Came inside, I was like, oh my God, I love it. You know, vaulted ceilings, the granite countertops, you know, the his and her sinks, all the little things that, you know, a lot of times you look for when you're purchasing a new home. So I was excited. However, as I sip, when I came in here and saw the master bedroom, I was a little underwhelmed. I was like, you don't look like you're big enough for me. But I said, you know what? I like everything else with the house. We're going to make it work. So to my surprise, when we came in here, there was no furniture in here at all. None whatsoever. The only thing that was left in here was some little dingy curtains, and child, I'm so glad they took them down. But yeah, that was in here. So other than that, that was it. So I was like, okay, I'm looking at the space. Now, most would think when you see a space and it's completely empty that you can get a better visual of how much you can put into that space. Well, in this case, I don't feel like that was true because I felt like having nothing in here made the room look smaller. So as I began to get furniture, you know, right now we have a queen size bed in here, which will show we have Chester drawer. We have, what do they call it? Chest drawer. Chester. I never knew that. Is it Chester, y'all, or is it chest? Well, one of them, the drawers that the men usually use. Then we have the dresser. So I have all of that in here. And I also included, because I just redid the bedroom myself, the beginning of the year. So I also have a sitting area over here as well. And so we still have plenty of space to move around. We're not bumping into each other or anything. So it actually worked out. So I wanted to just let you guys know that when you're looking for a home or if you're selling your home, to make sure that you get someone to come in and stage the home properly. And so we'll go into some of the things that you can do to help stage your room. Stay tuned. I told you all I would show you how the room is set up. So this is a room that's staged already. So if we were selling our home right now, everything's staged, so the potential buyer come in, they can see exactly how everything looks or how everything possibly will look with their furniture. So Marisha took the measurements you saw in the previous clip of the room, and the room measured in as 13 by 13. So if you have a room that's 13 by 13, I'll show you some of the things that you can do. When we got here, the first thing we did, of course, is get a bed. Gotta have somewhere to sleep now. Ain't nobody trying to be doing the floor and all that stuff. So we got us a bed. Now this is actually a queen size bed. The thing with this bed, as you see, it doesn't come with a full headboard on it, but what we ended up doing was we added this big mirror up here above. So what this does, it kind of gives you that feel of like completion, so it has balance up here, as well as the mirror also helps open up the space. So it'll make that space, even if it's not as big as you may have dreamed it to be, it'll give you the illusion that it is much bigger than that. And then talk about functionality. I gotta put my coffee down, y'all. So if you come here, we actually have nightstands. So our nightstands are hidden underneath the headboard. So this is just a way so you can still have that extra space for storage. You might want to have a good book sitting under there so you can curl up at night, read your book, drink your cup of coffee or your tea, and just have a nice cozy evening. And then what I added, I did this at the beginning of the year, I have a sitting area. I always wanted to have an actual sitting room, and our room is not big enough to have like an actual room. So I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna do me an area, and that's what I did. I have a sitting area. We have a sitting area. So right here, I have both chairs. We have the table, have a nice little rug. So this is a nice little cozy space. We can just sit here and talk, you know, tell each other about how our evening was, you know, or our day was, those type of things. And then I added over here more mirrors. Now I know y'all already saying this girl got a lot of mirrors in her house. She look like she live in a fun house, but that's okay. So I have all these mirrors over here, and what this also does too is it helps open up the space. So it's bouncing off of this wall on this side over here, and it's giving you again that illusion that the space is much bigger. So we have our queen size bed. Then when we come over here, we have our dresser. Full dresser, everything here so you can put your clothes tucked away nice and neat. Then if we come over to this other side over here, we have the chest drawer. Y'all know what it is. It's one of them. Please somebody tell me in the comments below, is it a chest drawer or a chester? I don't know why I keep calling it chester. So we have the drawers over there, and that's where my husband keeps his clothes. I keep my clothes in the dresser. And then if we come to this side, you know, I just have some artwork over here and whatnot, you know, just trying to make it look a little more glam and elegant. And that's it. So this is the room. This is a 13 by 13 room. And we have a queen size bed in here, sitting area, all the furniture. And even if we wanted to do a king size bed, we still have room to do that and still have ample enough space. So when you're purchasing a home, or selling your home rather, make sure that you stage, get someone to come in like me, living with colors, stage your home properly. So this way when the potential buyer comes in, they can get a better idea of how their furniture will look in the space and if their furniture would even fit in the space. A Living with Colors bonus tip is you can also add a couple of ottomans to your space. Right now I have mine at the foot of the bed. They can be used to sit on, maybe you put on your socks in the morning, or you know, they can be used just for decor, keep your little pillows on, or you can use them to put your feet up. And then you still have enough space to walk around, but it's also adding something extra just for you to just be able to help you relax better at night.